Alright, let's hope Uncle Dean comes back. Dude, what the fuck, man? That's working on my side.
It's working?
Yeah. It just hasn't gone live yet. There we go. Sorry about the confusion, guys. That was useful. And now it's frozen again.
Oh, shit.
No, it's back. Alright. Let me see. We gotta try this. It's the last one of its kind, so no moss. I think the rest is deadhead.
Okay.
No moss, no moss.
Why you keep saying no moss?
Because there's no more. This is the last plant. I killed the fucking clone.
That particular...
Yeah, I got rid of the clone that I had. Oh god, that's fucking musky.
You told me to clone kick rocks.
Yeah. You smell it? It smells like shit.
This right here?
Yeah.
It don't smell like shit. It just smells much worse.
Really?
Yes.
Ooh. RFK Jr., huh?
That's your boy, huh?
Not at all. At least Matt Gaetz didn't go through with it, I guess.
Yeah, because they told him kick rocks.
Yeah. You're not getting confirmed, bro.
Kick rocks, because they know he ain't about shit. Fucking around with 17-year-old girls and shit.
I'm just fucking around with them, paying them.
And taking drugs and shit.
Well, taking drugs is fine.
Well, it depends on what kind of drugs he was taking.
Back to my point. Taking drugs is fine. All drugs should be legal. Shouldn't be penalized for something you want to ingest.
And I agree with you 100%, but he's one of those, you know, that be campaigning against.
Oh, I know. He's a hypocrite.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit. Hypocrite.
He's a piece of shit. Hello, I am a piece of shit. Whether you like it or not, I'm a shitter. So I'm gonna make this announcement a couple of times. You guys will understand that it's a private thing. Henry, if you're listening, I can't find my phone. I will be at home. I'll be home by 12 o'clock.
Not right now. He's not home.
No, not right now, but I'll be home at 12 o'clock, and I'll be watching the game, so just come on by.
Damn, it's a Galaxy A9, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck that
5G. Oh, can I get my phone hooked up to that? I will go see that guy today.
No.
Why you say no?
Because it's not a phone. It's a tablet. It uses Wi-Fi, but I don't think it actually has a phone on it.
Yeah, it has a phone symbol. It has a phone symbol.
Oh, it does have a phone symbol. Then you probably just use it, yeah.
But the phone itself isn't turned on, I don't think. I think I have to get it activated, don't I?
I don't know. I don't know how that shit works.
Yeah, you do.
Do I, though?
You know more than I know.
Well, that's not much.
I don't know. You guys see this elder abuse going on over here? You see this, right?
So back to my point Uncle Dean reminded me of. I was just... Like, Justin's like, I don't know, it's not just... There's a lot of people who are, like, they know about their past. They, like, want to know. They want to, like, they care. And it's like, I've never really cared, but I also... I don't want to know what happened. Like, I just wish I had heard the stories from my I wish I'd had time to sit with my grandparents as an adult and have a real conversation with them about what it was like living in the 1920s.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Because Grandpa was born in 19...
Well, in the 1920s?
Yeah, he lived through the Depression. They both lived through the Depression. Like, Grandma's...
So the Depression started in what, 29? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It went from 29 to about 34,
35,
something like that.
yeah, something like that.
Mhm.
But yeah, just to hear what happened, that's it. That's a little bit interesting, like how they lived, how. But there's nothing. There's no
You have no context.
nothing. I know that they live in Troy. I know that the Great Deal helped my grandfather a lot. It's one of the reasons that he fucking was such a Democrat.
Yeah.
The New Deal, sorry.
The New Deal, exactly. That's what it was called, the New Deal, and everything was really fucked up until that started. That started them on the road to recovery.
Like, Grandma had, like, a brother died during the Depression from diarrhea.
Ooh.
Like a baby brother. And it's like, but my uncle wasn't. My uncle was like, they were wealthy. They had money.
During the Depression?
No, just in general. When I was a
Oh yeah, when you're coming up.
When I'm coming up. Because Grandma and Grandpa, my dad's parents lived in Troy. They lived just north of 16 Mile. Just south of Bowling Park. Right?
Huh?
They're on Bowling Drive. You know Bowling Park?
No.
On Crooks Road and 16 Mile?
I know Crooks Road is 16 miles. Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, it's like, Bowling Park's basically a half mile up
Okay.
from 16.
Okay.
So it's in between 16 and 17.
17.
Well, Big Beaver and Waddles
Yeah.
is what it's called out there.
I had a girlfriend that lived off of Waddles in 17 miles.
Yep. So they lived in a house. It was bigger than mine, but it wasn't much bigger than mine. It was 3 bedrooms. So it was an old school 3-bedroom with it was square, it's rectangle like this. So you had the big main bedroom here, then you had a bathroom, and then you had 2 bedrooms here, then you had a laundry room, and you had a kitchen to a dining room that was open to the living room, like this whole area right here. So this side was bedroom, living room, dining room, kitchen, a laundry room, bedroom, and then my grandfather had added on a second room, a room on the back.
An addition.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think that had to do with the fact that he had 4 kids. So they had an addition on the back. Now it's, I'd say 1,000 square feet, because I'm at 700 square feet. So I'm assuming it's 750. So I'm assuming it's like 1,000, maybe 1,200 with the addition square feet. To give you a perspective, the houses in the neighborhood aren't that. Like Uncle Walter, his house next door to Grandpa's was a 2,500 square foot range with a 2-car garage. That's what the houses were all the way up and down the property. Big properties up there. Because that shit was all farmland when they moved in.
Yeah.
Back in the 50s. Because all those houses were built in the 50s.
Yeah, 50s and 60s.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure my grandpa built his house and then, or built my uncle's house and then built his house afterwards. And he had a barn. My grandfather had a barn that was bigger than the house.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part. When he pulled up, it had a 2-story barn that was twice the size of the house. It was kind of crazy. It's gone now, but that was like Grandpa worked in the union as a carpenter.
Oh. He was a union carpenter? He made decent money.
Decent money. I mean, he lived in Troy. So again, they didn't live poor, but they didn't live rich either.
Right.
Because Grandpa spent a lot of money drinking.
Doing his business.
Well, he didn't. He was, from what I understand, he went into the war at the end of the war.
Which war? Korean?
No, 2. He ended up at the end of World War II.
Oh, okay.
So, the thought pattern is, and I don't know this for a fact, but the thought pattern is that Grandpa saw things that most humans shouldn't see.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
During the war.
At the end of the war.
Yeah.
That's my point. During the cleanup. Going in and dealing with Germany and then finding the concentration camps.
Concentration camps.
And all that shit. So he was very much. I mean, war itself isn't something that a lot of people can come back from, but he was definitely a drinker, according to my dad. He didn't drink much when I was young, but we didn't see him that much.
Excuse me.
We saw him enough, but by the time I remember him, he's sitting in his chair, skinny as hell. His pants don't stay up. He's old as shit. He's like 60, but he looks like he's 80.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
he looks like he's lived a life. And then he got lung cancer and he shot himself.
Oh, he killed himself?
Yeah.
Oh,
He found out he had lung cancer because my
he didn't want to go through all that.
my aunt had found out she had lymphoma cancer or something like that.
Mhm.
Like, she didn't feel, she felt fine, and then one day she didn't feel good. She went in and got checked out, and they found out that she had cancer all the way through her body. Her whole body was full of it.
Yeah.
So she basically tried chemo and tried all the different stuff, and it didn't really extend her life or make her life any better.
No.
So my grandpa was like, you know what, I'm not dealing with that, I guess.
Yeah.
And I only found that out because my stepmom told us. Like, the family was going to keep that shit to the grave
Yeah.
type shit. And my stepmom was like, people should know, and I might even have the gun.
Mm-hmm.
I assume he didn't use a rifle to shoot himself.
Most people don't use
But-
a rifle.
Yeah, because that's really
It's kind of hard to do.
Hit yourself in the chest with a rifle.
It's kind of hard to do.
Yeah.
It wasn't like it was a handgun.
Mm-hmm. But he just shot himself in the chest, and then Grandma was home. I guess because she had emphysema, so she was not doing well either. They both smoked, and then Grandpa had acted like he had quit smoking, but he had secret packs of cigarettes
Getting around.
hidden
Yeah.
everywhere, so he was still
He
smoking.
was still smoking.
But just like, because they're real. Like, having conversations with them would actually feel like a real conversation. Where talking to my parents, or talking to my dad, or my uncle, I don't feel like their stories are real. I feel like my grandpa actually went through shit. My dad didn't. My dad really, because he lived, like, Grandpa went through shit, so my father didn't have to go through shit. And because of that, my dad has a warped perception of the world, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm. So your father,
Yeah, so I don't want to hear what he says about the past, because what he says about the past probably ain't true.
or maybe, yeah,
Yeah, it's very, how you say, influenced by his
his
own opinions and bullshit. And again, most of his opinions aren't his opinions. The shit he says is just shit he heard off the fucking radio. That's the problem with, like, most of those people. They don't actually know what the fuck they're talking about. They're just saying shit that the people
they
keep
heard.
saying over and over and over again.
Yeah,
Like,
Rush Limbaugh and those type of people.
yeah, he loved Rush. Rush was his guy. And same with the fucking racist in the morning.
Sean Hannity?
No. He was like one of the biggest guys before Howard Stern. Like, him and Howard Stern feuded.
Oh, yeah.
You know who I'm
The
talking about?
cowboy hat wearing dude.
Yeah.
What was
The one that said that the black girls, like, Imus.
Imus, nappy-headed black girl.
Yeah, happy Imus. Yeah.
He's dead now too, isn't he?
I hope so.
I think, yeah, he died. He was a piece of shit.
Yep.
Him and Howard would go through it.
Oh, yeah. Because Howard knew he was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
The guy literally was, like, Ted Nugent is... I fucking hate Ted Nugent. His music sucks, for one.
Yes.
His music has no rhythm. It has
Yeah.
no fucking...
The only time anybody really remembers him was when he was with the Alboy Dukes, and they had a couple of hits back in the 60s. Other than that, when he was on his
Well,
own...
you know who knows him? White people from Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
That's who know him. Or not Detroit, but the suburbs.
Suburbs.
Yeah. They're like, oh, we love this guy because he's from Detroit.
Ted Nugent.
But it's his I don't do it so you can't do it shit.
I had to, I used to work at the Fox Theater, security.
Yeah.
So he was there. His band was there. They were practicing before they went out on the road. So the Fox let him practice, there. And it was about 15 different people working for the band.
Uh-huh.
So one day, he came in giving out T-shirts. Okay? I watched him giving people T-shirts and shit. He walked right by me, didn't give me shit. I was the only black dude. He walked right by me and didn't give me
Yeah,
shit.
he's. I mean, Ted Nugent's one of those dudes that's only famous because he grew up in a world where there was no competition.
But listen to this. He didn't give me a fucking t-shirt. So he was doing his show. So when they were practicing, he brought his kid with him. This kid was running around and stuff, and this kid kept coming over talking to me, you know. So he had, you know, I'm over there on the stage and shit, would you keep an eye on my kid for me? I'm good enough to keep an eye on this kid, but I wasn't good enough to have a t-shirt. What a fuckhead. What
mean,
a fuckhead.
I know. So like the dude that got nominated for defense secretary, holy shit, that dude's scary. Like he's this whole no, he's a Fox News host.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But this whole like
he has no
anti-diversity shit is just blowing my fucking wig back. And I get it.
Yeah, so
it's
racist.
Because they can speak out now.
They're so racist.
Oh, dude, it's
They are like. But that's what America want, and they got what they want.
well, we'll see how it works out.
Well, I know
Talk to
it's
you in
gonna
4
work out.
years.
I know I was going to work out.
How's it gonna work out? What do you think? You think he's gonna? Do you think he's gonna fight to run again in 4 years if he's alive?
No.
Really? You don't think so? I do.
I
I
he'll
think
ha-
this whole thing.
I think he'll have somebody that he'll endorse.
No, I think he is. No, I think he is setting up his cabinet to try to set it up so he can. And again, he can't, but he's going to try. Now again, maybe he wins.
Maybe they'll let him.
Yeah,
but
maybe they will.
I'm thinking he's going to be so far gone by then.
I don't think anything he can say is going to matter anymore.
No, I mean, he's going to be so far
It's
gone.
like Reagan.
You know, senility is a bitch.
I know, but Reagan was the same fucking way because they didn't care as long as they could get shit done the way they wanted it done.
Yep.
That's all they care about. As long
Reagan
as
was talking to trees and shit.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, that's what. You know, they try to keep it secret. Go ahead.
Well, no, tell me.
They tried to keep it secret. It's okay.
I told you.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm not crazy.
It's not strong.
I wouldn't run across the street to smoke it.
Jesus, that was mean. Now I missed Reagan because I was a kid. I was a baby when Reagan was elected.
Yeah, he was a piece of work. The only thing about him, the only difference in him and Trump was that he didn't say it out loud. You understand what I mean when I say that?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he said it out loud, just in private.
Yeah, right. And there was so-called war on drugs. Get the fuck out of here.
It was, yeah, I know.
And they were bringing the drugs in the whole time.
Yep, they did it on purpose.
The whole time they were
Yep.
bringing the fucking drugs in.
That's when people say that they're worried. What was I thinking of? I was thinking about the conversation that I'm having with somebody about understanding how, if you look at history, if you look at American history in our lifetime, it's been the right that has been the most, especially the Christian right, that has been the most, how you say, cancelous. They're the ones that are constantly trying to take away rights of people all the time.
Yep.
From everything from what you can say to what you can do to who you can
Everything.
fuck.
Which you can read.
Yep. All the time. They don't want you to read, oh, it's because of the kids. No, it's not.
That's what I mean when I say ain't nothing really changed. They just become more overt. But nothing's really changed in America. America's always been a racist country.
No, I get that. I mean, it was written by racist motherfuckers.
You know, but they try to hide it more. They don't give a fuck.
That's
about
what it was. So I was thinking about, because in the fucking movie there was a lot of that because again, that like the premise of the first movie was this dude basically
You film the Gladiator?
Gladiator. The premise of the first Gladiator is the guy in power wanted to give the power back to the people, but his son wouldn't let it happen, so he kills him beforehand, and then the dude has to fight. And Maximus's whole pledge is to basically give the people back to power, right? Because it's a dream of Rome. Because the Caesar that was in charge before he died, he come to a realization that the people should have the power and blah blah blah.
Who is Denzel?
He's playing a ex-gladiator that makes it big
Oh, okay.
type shit. Like his character's fine. Like he does all right through the movie. He's actually, to me, it felt like, wow, watching Denzel move like he did. Like I haven't seen him move like that in years.
Yeah.
Most movies he's like, even the ones where he's got to be action like, he's pretty fucking old manish.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in the way he walks. But this one, it felt like, I don't know, maybe it was because of the, you know, in Greece. Greece they wear those big fucking outfits. So maybe because he had the big outfit on, it felt like it was more like Denzel from back in the day where he had that swagger.
Yeah.
Because he had a little swagger to him that he hasn't had in a couple movies.
Yeah.
But
it's just probably training day.
Yeah, no, since he got older. Since he's been in his fucking, you know, because he's, what, 80?
No, he ain't no 80.
What's he, your age?
He might be, yeah, he's around my age. Well, it's close to 80.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's up there.
He looks good for an 80-year-old motherfucker.
Yeah, well.
Crack. What do they say, black don't crack?
I guess not.
No, but, you know, he knows different martial arts. You know that, right?
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah. I think he's a black belt in a couple of things.
But I mean, he's not fighting. I mean, he fights at the end, but he's not really fighting in the movie. I'm just talking about like his moving, like walking in general felt more
I see what you're saying.
Denzel-ish. Where the couple movies that he's done before, it was like I don't know, just looked like.
Did you see the?
Maybe he got hip surgery or something like that.
Did you see what was that one? I think he made a couple of them.
Yes.
Not The Enforcer.
No, the
Equalizer.
Yeah, I saw it. It was good. I mean, it was.
I haven't seen it.
It was what I expected. I can't remember it. It wasn't like memorable. Like the other one, rewatching Gladiator reminded me how bad Gladiator was. The movie itself is fine. It's a good movie, but Russell Crowe sucks.
Oh, okay.
He's like, when you watch it again, you're like,
oh, he's in the original
right.
one? I've never seen the original.
Half the scene, like some of the scenes he's really good in, like the fighting scenes, obviously he knows what he's doing. But some of the scenes where he's got to use emotion, he's so fucking overacted. It's like,
yeah,
dude, come on, man, be realistic. And then you see the difference. Like watching that movie and watching this one, you see the difference of what you were talking about, violence in TV.
Yeah. Like
violence in TV is different. Because back then, the final scene where he stabs the fucking guy, you barely see the knife ever really touch the neck. It's just kind of implied.
Yeah.
So it's all here. I literally watched him go, it has a point and stabs a dude through the fucking neck. Like, crazy shit.
Yeah.
And there was some crazy deaths in the original Gladiator, but incidental deaths, not like this. This
not
was
like that.
That was shit, like the John Wick shit. Like you could see there's a difference. Like if it was made now, he literally would have saw the knife enter the fucking throat. Mm-hmm. And again, they can do that more with CGI. Yes, yeah. Is way better now than it was. So it makes sense, but at the same time, the story felt member berries. It felt literally like they wrote it.
Member berries. Where'd that come from? That term.
South Park.
Oh, okay.
Member berries. They basically do a whole season about how everything that's being released now is basically just member berries. It's basically just stories that are old stories for people who just want shit to be back to like. It kind of explains the whole Trump MAGA situation. Making America great again doesn't make sense because America wasn't great for everyone. It was only great for a few, and those few people want. You know what I'm saying? Like. It's kind of the whole premise. Is like movies are only made for those few people now because those are the only ones spending money. So, like I went and saw Gladiator, and the whole time I'm like, why are they showing so much shit about the fucking first one? Like I get it, it's been 20 years. You can give a slight recap, like, hey, this is what's happened, blah blah blah, da da da. But to kind of like, I don't know, it was just. There wasn't enough focus on any of the characters that you give a fuck that any of them died, except for none of them.
Mm-hmm. Did you go by yourself?
No, my wife. She didn't like it either. The action scenes were amazing. Like the battles they had, like the fight scenes that they had during the fucking, in the gladiator pit. Mm-hmm. Like, violence at that point in Roman times, that was real violence.
No shit.
People really wanted to see some shit, because that's nuts.
No shit.
They did a battle of, like a... They filled the fucking thing with water and put sharks in it.
Yeah.
And then added boats. And they had a sea battle.
Right in the Coliseum.
Right in the Coliseum.
That's how stupid and crazy they were.
Back then, yeah.
Well, you didn't have no television, you didn't have radio.
I know, but it was just two dudes with a fucking knife or a sword fighting each other. Like,
And people want to, or a life.
actually, one of the first scenes was them fighting monkeys.
Oh, God.
Like, and the monkeys looked amazing.
In reality, a real man wouldn't stand a chance against a monkey.
Again,
A monkey is 9 times stronger than a human.
I know, and most of these men died. But the one dude lived because he was able to use his tools.
He got to the monkey before the monkey could get to him.
Well, he used his tools to beat the monkey,
Yeah.
basically, by having, because they only had, like, but he had chains. So he was able to use the chains to
Yeah.
deal with the monkey, and then he was able to use the chains to kill the monkey. You know what I'm saying? If not for the chains, he would have died. I mean,
That's
you
like,
can't beat him hand to hand.
It's like I was watching a thing about Thailand, and there's some places you can go where it's like monkey temples.
Yeah.
Where I don't want to man, I'm so afraid of monkeys that I don't want to be nowhere near no damn monkey. No
I
way.
think they're alright. I think monkeys,
No.
if you treat them with respect like
No.
anything else.
No. Don't believe that shit.
Believe what shit? I don't know if it's true or not. I'm just making it
Let me
up
tell
in
you
my head.
something. When I lived in San Francisco, the guy across the hall from me had a monkey. The monkey was about maybe about that tall, right? I went to this house twice. I never went back. That monkey was on the wild. He would bite you. He would scratch you. Monkeys are don't. What about that lady that raised the monkey and the monkey took her face off? I mean, monkeys are wild.
I know, I get that. That's fine. But going back to the movie, you know what the problem with the movie was? It wasn't two.
It wasn't what?
2 movies.
Well, it should have been 2?
Because they had so many characters they were trying to intertwine that they needed to build actual, like we don't care about these fucking dudes. We know they're crazy. Obviously they're crazy, but we don't see the crazy that they are. The 2 emperors. You know what I'm saying? We see that they're nuts. They'll like, ooh, they might kill someone, they could kill someone, they don't.
Yeah.
They don't actually do anything bad to where you're like, oh, they deserve to die. They just act a little crazy. And then you have, like, the main character, his story is like, his wife dies. So but the revenge isn't the same. Like, it doesn't have the same, because you come to find out he's from fucking goddamn Rome anyway.
Denzel must have been a Moor. I mean, his character must have been a Moor.
A what?
A Moor.
A Moor?
M-O-O-R. Moor.
Possibly.
Yeah, because they conquered a lot of Southern Europe, the Moors.
Yeah, but he was conquered.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. He might have been a captured Moor.
Oh, I get it.
When he started as a gladiator. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I get what you're saying. And then, but he was he was the gladiator of fucking.
Because if you won your battles, didn't get killed, you could petition the Caesar for, not being a gladiator anymore. And that's what a lot. Those that survived, that's how they did it. But you just had to kill a lot of motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Isn't that horrible? Horrible way to live. You gotta get ready to kill somebody or get killed. That's fucked up, man. I don't watch none of that shit. I don't like gladiator movies. I don't watch no movies like that.
Hold on. So basically, these you don't ever find out how the emperors became emperor. Like, how did the one emperor get killed, and then 16 years later you have these crazy twins who are running the fucking country? How did they get put in? And why did because, spoiler, if you don't want to fucking know, shut it off, because I'm going to talk about it.
Oh, yeah, spoiler alert.
Spoiler. But the main character is like the kid from the first movie.
I didn't see that.
He's like one of the kids from the first movie is the main character.
Okay.
And it turns out like his mom hid him because he was afraid that he would get killed. Well, how did these other kids not get killed? Why did they get raised up as fucking emperors and this kid got shipped away? I don't understand, like, when he was the true heir, why didn't they just raise him up and use him to give away to the Senate? Like, actually do it properly.
Maybe the Senate didn't like it.
But they didn't explain how any of that happened except for there was a statue where there was a wolf.
Yeah.
with 2 kids
Suckling the kids.
sucking the teeth, right?
Yeah.
And that was the kid emperors,
Right.
because they
Him and his brother.
supposedly they were found in the woods.
Yeah,
or something
that's
like that.
that's a Greek story.
Oh, so maybe that's like, okay, well, you can't have a story where you go, well, this is
We're just their names. I used to know their names.
they expect people to, maybe that's why some people like it then, because they know the story of those 2
Yeah.
princes, so it's kind of like based on. I didn't know that story, so I didn't know who they were. I just, what are you talking about? They kind of mention it in passing,
Yeah,
and it's like, I don't know that story, so I don't know what the fuck they're saying. That sounds stupid as shit.
yeah.
Like, that don't make any sense. But if
Yeah.
if it's actually a Greek mythology, like something that happened with the Caesars back in the day,
Yeah.
then that's different. Well, I didn't fucking know
Yeah,
that
it's a
shit.
Greek.
Well, they needed to do a better job at explaining that in general. And I don't know if that's just me being fucking ignorant.
Well, I learned about it in school. Well, not really in school. You know, I liked history, so I did a lot of reading outside of school about those things.
Right.
That's
All
how
right.
I know.
We'll chat next time.